The beauty of business, and this is why I love business so much, is you can build any way you want. There's no rules. There are rules with health. I would say there are probably rules with the relationships. But business defies a lot of that because you can have an outcome and you can creatively innovate almost any path to get to that outcome. And so you gotta have an outcome in mind or you're literally screwed. Like you will never go anywhere. Extreme detail. Emphasis on evolution. It doesn't stay the same. It changes all the time. My picture is very detailed. You have a $100 million business, here are the cars that I drive. I spent this amount of money on freaking shoes because I wanted to, and blah, 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 blah. And it's very crystal clear. It's very tangible for me because I need to be able to see it or I'm gone. Like I'm not gonna do anything. Have to have a team. What entrepreneur in the history of entrepreneurs do you know who's done 100 million by themselves? It's making decisions for me in the moment. And this is why you got to know what you want, because he's talking about never having to worry about financials the rest of his life, but he doesn't want to get out of fulfillment. Good luck, dude.
How do I paint a picture that is future-paced enough and big enough, but not make it so big that you can't believe it?
Well, how many days in the last 7 days have you read your goals in the morning? Okay, there is no vision you will believe. It doesn't exist because you don't spend time around it. You could have a goal to like be able to buy Starbucks whenever you want and you won't believe it. Even though that's like tiny ass goal because you don't spend any time around it. It's environment. It's being in places like this. Like it's a hell of a lot easier for like you to believe that you can do 100K a month when you're hanging out with people who do 600. So environment's part of it, but it's also just exposure, consistent exposure. This is big because it makes decisions for you in the moment that nobody else would make in their right minds. Like when Elon Musk is injecting $30 million into a bankrupt company in 2009. Nobody else on the face of the planet is going to do that except for Elon, because he knows exactly where he's going. When Steve Jobs is canceling the whole product line, everything, and people are like, you're a freaking idiot. Nobody does that unless they have vision on where they're going. Every single successful entrepreneur has a target. They know what it looks like, they know what it feels like, they know what it smells like, and they can make decisions today based on what they want it to look like tomorrow. Are your clients in there? Like if your clients aren't in like your overall vision of where you want to be and end up, then you'll probably lose your client. For us, like what's our motto? You hear us all the time. It's like client-centric, client-centric, client-centric. We make decisions based on what's best for clients.
And whenever we find ourselves like in a place that's bad and unhealthy, it's because we lose sight of the vision of why we're even doing it. But when we have that there, we'll push through any problem and issue. Especially when you guys like, you get to a place where you're in the stuff, you're in your business. It's easy to get distracted. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna launch another business or another offer or do something completely random. And that's why people will never get anywhere. And then one thing you'll see, like if like in our Slack channel, we have this culture now where at least once a week, someone on our team, they're talking about the impact that's being made because they're feeling it from people that are being impacted and just seeing the lives change. And so now it's just like this company culture that is the focus. Impacting our clients, helping them get results because there's such a major ripple effect.
On the topic of people and vision, y'all be careful that you don't try to staff your whole business with superstars. It's very dangerous because then there's zero consistency. You're constantly replacing people every 60 days because they get bored. This is in radical candor. This lady started at Google. She went and took over Apple's leadership development training. She's been in like all the Silicon Valley companies. And one of her biggest learning lessons at Apple was she was trying to only hire superstars and everybody was quitting like every couple months. And the people who weren't quitting were chronically like, I want to do something different, I want to do something more. And so you have two racehorses. You have the stability, the predictability, someone who's just going to be in love with their job, do it well every day, and you can trust them. That's a rock star. They're like a rock for the business. Then you've got the people who are going to come in and they're like energy, flip over tables, constantly be like building, and they're going to want to go do something different. And you got to have the cap space to be able to move them around. If you're overwhelming people because you're giving them too much vision, you've probably got rock stars that you're trying to be superstars. and they just want to know like how can they have a long enjoying career. They don't necessarily want to know like, yeah, we're going to build this up to like $4 million a month and you're going to be doing so much and you're going to get paid so much. Like they just don't care. They don't want that.